welcome back to my channel, being Louisa. So today's video is going to be the part 2 to the end of Midwifery Q&A, but mukbang edition, or mukbang edition, however you want to say it. Mukbang, that kind of edition. We're going to be eating and talking at the same time because your girl's hungry and I love these videos. So I always kind of order these two things. So this is my pho. This is the way pho comes at the place near me, but it's a tofu pho. So that's tofu in the broth right here. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, that's some tofu. And then this is the rice noodles and shallots, onions, chilies. So I've got a bowl for that. Then I always get myself a kids meal, which is also some spring rolls and just rice. And this is the new thing, and I'm kind of regretting it already because it smells weird. This is supposed to be tofu with teriyaki sauce and seaweed, and I like the tofu in here. I like seaweed and I like teriyaki sauce, but it smells gross. So I got me some hoisin sauce to hopefully make that smell better. And let's go. My phone's gonna die as well, so really bad time of me doing this. But anyway, so this Q&A, I'm going to be answering your questions off of Instagram. So how did you manage to balance your social life and work life? I think I actually mentioned this in the part 1 video, I'm not quite sure. And I know I've mentioned it in quite a few videos, but I don't really have the biggest of social lives. So it wasn't that hard, like balancing uni and social and work. It was a bit harder because on my days off, I would just literally work just because I wanted to make some extra cash since I was moving out soon. But yeah, it's not like the hardest of things, but sometimes one thing's gonna lack and you just kind of gotta decide. Yeah, you kind of gotta decide what's more important. Working, earning money, or socializing, making friends. Or hopefully sometimes you have friends that are understanding and understand that you have to work if you have to work to pay your bills and stuff. So hopefully you have friends that understand that. Next question. How did you keep your faith high during your low moments? Well, to answer that question, I don't know. I'm not really a person that, I don't like to question. I don't know actually how to answer this question. I'm a person that when it's good moments and when it's amazing things happen to me, I always praise God. I'm always very much in my faith then. When it's a low moment, I'm not really not in my faith. I just don't pray as much. I mostly think and keep to myself, or I will read about people who have gone through really horrible things way worse than me, and see how they've come on the other side of that and see how their faith is stronger. I kind of do that, and I do also read the Bible during my low moments. Otherwise I don't really pray as much, which is terrible, but yeah, it's kind of how I do it. My camera battery's gonna die. And I'm back, and of course it's gotten really grey, but whatever, we'll continue. Question number 3 was, what do you think about King's College University? So I thought it was really good since I applied. Bummer that they didn't want me for their midwifery course, but they wanted me for their nursing course instead. But anyway, it's a really good university. It is more written work than it is practical work. I think that was one of the things that really put me off, and like that made me not want it to be my first choice. But they are really well known for midwifery because they're Florence Nightingale institution, I believe it is. The scariest thing you have ever done on your first year? Okay. So I couldn't really think of the scariest thing. I think probably doing either of them actually. An SVR, where when you're checking the jaundice levels on the machine, so you got to get like a thin tube of blood from a baby, and doing a heel prick test on a baby, or a Guthrie, however you want to say it. But you got to do literally a prick on the heel of the baby, and you get 4 drops of blood to test for abnormalities. Those 2 tests were quite scary because it's a baby. Who wants to prick a baby? Like, it's so sad. And then I'm like, oh, have I got in the right place? Don't move. So that's kind of scary. I haven't taken blood on a woman yet. I had done it on another student midwife, so I'm so glad for that. And she was such a lovely lady. But probably this next year, my second year, I'll do scary things. Is it worth the stress? Okay, is it 50-50 in terms of enjoyment and stress level? Yes, it's worth the stress. Definitely go check out my Is It Worth the Risk video. 100% this is what I want to do, and it's worth the stress. What's your best piece of advice? I think I said this one in my part 1 of the Q&A, but best piece of advice, be open and willing to learn anything. Oh, and be kind and respectful and loving. What would you say was the hardest thing? Hardest thing, I think I'll always say this, night shifts. Night shifts are so hard on me because I only get like 3 hours sleep after a night shift. I'm really hard on my body. Plus I don't like staying up late. Best stationery to buy. Love your channel on Insta. Thank you. Best stationery to buy. Oh, I don't know, guys. I feel like that's like a personal preference, okay? Some people buy the really cheap stuff. Some people get freebies. Like my mum tried to give me a whole bunch of freebie stuff that she's gotten over the years. However, I'm very picky when it comes to like writing. But anyway, I usually just get Papermate, I think they're called. I just get Papermate pens, like the clicky down black biro pen. But for midwifery, black pens all day, every day. Whatever's on sale, that's usually the best. I love this question. This question by Louise was, did it take you long to feel comfortable with the women or did it come naturally? Because I am a shy, awkward person, it did take me a while, except for with some people. Like, okay, some people I just instantly I click with anyway in general, and then some people, if we haven't made that instant connection, it is something that I put more of a conscious effort into building a relationship. But it did take me a while to feel comfortable and like I had a place inside of the room. Are you happy to move out of halls? Yes, I am. I'm so freaking happy. You do not understand. Actually, you probably do. I think I might have mentioned it to you, but yeah. Did you use all the things you brought in the run-up to starting university? No, I have not used them all. I actually have not used them all. It's not a surprise either. Actually, I thought I would have used more of my folders, but I've only used 2, and that was stretching it. I used 2. I've used probably 5 of the notepads, and I've used probably 3 or 4 of my mini notepads I can fit into my tunic. But otherwise, I got given 3 notepads from my university and 3 pens. Trust me, I spent so much money last year. My bank account's still upset with me. And I haven't used them all. So I don't actually have to buy much for this year. This year, I'm just buying stuff for my room. So, is the first year of midwifery what you expected? Love your videos. Thank you. No, it's not. I don't know, actually. Was it what I expected? Yes and no. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I expected it to be hard. I expected it to be challenging. I expected to be nervous. I expected to be excited. And it all happened. But yeah, it wasn't what I expected. I think the day that it hit me how responsible we are for women, that's the day that I realised, like, this was not what I expected for first year. Definitely not. Oh my gosh. What were your favourite aspects of first year midwifery? Definitely placement. Being able to say, I'm just the first year, may I observe. That was my favourite thing. I don't think I'll be able to get away with that in second year. I can still say I'm a student, like, no. And like building my confidence and being able to see the difference in myself and the growth that I made. Next question. Are the tests that get into midwifery difficult? Maths/English tests? Yes and no. If you do your revision and if you do practice papers on the sites of the universities that you're going to go to, then no, it's not really that difficult. But if you're like me for their first test and had listened to everyone who said, oh no, that's so super simple, but then they happened to change their test that year and it was actually super hard and you didn't do any revision, then yeah, it's super hard. But yeah, as long as you like do some practice tests, you have your maths and English skills up, it shouldn't be that hard. It should just be GCSE level stuff, so it shouldn't be that hard. Last but not least, what was your biggest challenge of first year? My biggest challenge during first year probably was sleep management. Everyone talks to you about work-life management, university placement management, university social life placement balance. I'm like, sleep management, that is so hard. No one talked to me about it. And also my problem is the fact that caffeine does the opposite for me. Some people like have coffee during the middle of the night and like early in the morning to boost your spirits, but that doesn't work for me. Caffeine actually makes me super sleepy, especially if I am already sleepy. Then it makes me so sleepy, and a lot of the time it actually just knocks me out. And that's any type of caffeine. That could be coffee, obviously, tea, energy drinks, oh my gosh, lord, So I was kind of screwed during a night shift if I was really tired. The best thing was when my mentor needed something to go somewhere else, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take it, I'll take it. Even though walking through hospitals at night is scary as heck, especially because I don't like hospitals. Walking through a hospital is scary, but I'd rather walk through a scary hospital to stay awake than fall asleep when I'm not supposed to fall asleep, because it's really embarrassing when that happens. That was probably my biggest challenge, was figuring out how to stay awake during a night shift and how to sleep during the day, and I really was not good at that. But yeah, and it was a really terrible mukbang. I like ate most of it off camera. Apparently I don't like eating on camera, so sorry about that. Before we go, I want to do one of my fortune cookies. I love this place. They give me 2 fortune cookies all the time, so let's do one of the fortune cookies for fun. All right, these are so cute. All right, ready? Let's go. A positive attitude may not solve all your problems, but it will annoy enough people to make it worth the effort. That is my type of thinking. You guys, take this piece of advice with you. And until tomorrow, keep on being you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below any questions or suggestions, and don't forget to subscribe to get weekly updates. Bye y'all!